PC screen. It's all white from bird shit. Oh my God, it probably smells so bad. Oh no, oh no. Girl, run. He never makes up and cleans his bed. He leaves dishes out for days, sometimes weeks. I never want to shower in his shower because it looks so gross. The amount of times I worry about him and his health is draining me mentally. It's super frustrating. When I do talk to him about it, he just gets upset. He hates confrontation. He is super stubborn too. For example, me. Please brush your teeth in the evening. It's better because bacteria grow and multiply when you sleep and it's just gross. Him. It's fine. My teeth are strong. Nothing's gonna happen. Stop complaining about the way I do things. Oh no, there's just no compromise. That's how it goes with everything and I'm sick of it. His parents can't change his mind either. I love him a lot, but this is just making me go insane and I don't know what to do since he won't improve or listen. I do have abandonment issues and can't stand the thought of me leaving him, but at this point I should just take care of my mental well-being. Also, I'm a people pleaser. I'm thinking of threatening him. If you don't take care of yourself, I might leave and look for someone who does accept this. So would I be the asshole if I were to threaten to leave if he keeps being so stubborn and not taking care of himself? Edit, to clear up some miscommunication and misinformation. We don't have intercourse, mostly because I might be asexual and grossed out by the idea. Fair enough. He is not a narcissist or manipulative guy. He loves me to death and he is the kindest boyfriend I've ever had. I did once ask him what he would do if I broke up and he jokingly said he'd off himself, to which I said not to say that and he understood. The caretakers are currently helping me by listening and coming up with ideas to help me. I hope this clears some questions. Whoa, that's a lot of heavy shit. Listen, hygiene's a really big thing for a lot of people. Some people it's not, but you know, it's good to take care of yourself. And if you're taking care of yourself, then you know, that's just like, you respect yourself, you respect your partner. It kind of goes hand in hand. And if there's no compromise in a relationship, whether it's hygiene or chores in the house or just any communication, just anything like that, then it's not an equal relationship. It's just you kind of living amongst him and his place, and he's not doing anything to add you into that place. I know you said like he's really caring and all that kind of stuff, but clearly he struggles with this. And you know, it could always be because of mental health issues like depression or stuff like that. I know when I get into those like really deep depressive moments, I don't want to take care of myself at all, and I don't want to clean, I don't want to do any of that stuff. So I don't want to be like, you know, completely off-put that idea. But it just sounds like he's okay, and he's content with being dirty, if you will. And if you're not okay with that, and that's how he lives on a daily basis, and you can't live like that, then you guys probably aren't meant to be. It's probably just not gonna work out, because there's just gonna be this resentment that grows over time. And if you continue a relationship based off of an ultimatum like this, I mean, I don't know. I think it's okay to say, hey, you know what? Like, this is what I need from you in a relationship. And if you can't give me that, then I can't be a part of this relationship. That's okay. I guess it is an ultimatum, but it is just communication. So I think that's okay. I think you need to say that. I don't think that makes you an asshole necessarily. I guess in the way my head was like, if you don't do this, I'm leaving immediately. But again, you can do that, you know? You don't need a reason to leave, but this is a good reason. And if he's not willing to budge on that, then there's your answer, you know? Dating is for finding out if you're compatible with someone. If you're not, then it's okay to set them and yourself free to find someone who is. You've learned that hygiene is really important to you in a relationship and that it's not a priority for him. Exactly. He's the only person who can make those changes. You've already told him repeatedly how much it bothers you, and he knows that it's bad for his health, and he still makes no effort to change. Giving him an ultimatum isn't going to fix that. Personally, I would just break up with him now. Just say that you've told him over and over and hygiene is really important to you, and he's showing over and over that it's not a priority for him, so that you're not compatible. And then at the bottom, also a note, you can break up with anyone for any reason at any time. That's what I always say. I'm just like, I mean, if you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. But I mean, you might be prolonging it just because clearly you love this person, which I totally understand. But if he hasn't changed at this point, I think even with an ultimatum, it'll probably be temporary, and then he will probably go back to his ways, but maybe not. Maybe not, what do I know? He's already told you to stop complaining about the way he does things. He is not going to change, and now it's up to you to decide if you're going to stay or go or stay. Yeah. It's just a lot. I mean, it would be one thing to not brush your teeth at night, but to just live in literal shit-filled rooms, like with shit behind his computer and like stench and rotting dishes everywhere all the time, and it's just a lot. I don't think you're the asshole at all. Do what's best for you. You gotta take care of you, you know? Next! Am I the asshole for siding with my dad in the divorce even though he cheated on my mom? Damn! Okay, low key, I could probably relate to this in some ways, not in like every way, but we'll get into it. My dad, 52, and my mom, 49 female, separated nearly 8 months ago due to my dad having an affair. I, 17 female, understand that my dad is in the wrong and cheating is never okay, but recently found myself resenting my mom due to her reaction to the divorce. She has been putting voice recorders in all of our vehicles, including mine. There was no way to know where else these are hidden. It makes me feel uncomfortable to talk out loud, even in my own home. She also put cameras all around our house, hoping to catch my dad since he is no longer allowed in our home. She even put one directly in front of my bedroom, which has not been removed, even though I told her it seemed weird to me, especially since I've given her no reason not to trust me and didn't see a purpose behind putting a camera there. Oh my God, I did not expect this. This is crazy. Okay, my dad had to buy a new phone since she could still log into his Apple ID and would go through it, as well as log into his Facebook and other social medias. Her email was the recovery email for all his passwords, seeing as my dad has never been good with technology. Even after buying a new phone, she somehow still has access to his location. I'm not sure how, but I wouldn't be surprised to find out she had an AirTag or tractor of some sort somewhere. She checks his location religiously and will leave at all hours of the day to follow him if she thinks he is going to meet another woman. The reason I'm asking if I'm the asshole is because me and my mom recently got into an argument. I've had a strained relationship with her since she found out I was gay about a year ago, but we are civil and I just don't talk about it. The argument started because she was questioning me about my relationship with my girlfriend, 18 female, and trying to tell me that she wasn't good for me. I was annoyed with her because I try not to talk about my girlfriend around her to avoid conflict. When she brought it up, I responded without thinking and said, I don't think you should be giving out relationship advice. Damn! Drop that mic. Okay. She immediately started crying and saying it wasn't her fault and I shouldn't hold that over her. I left the room, but later we were watching TV and she reignited the issue by venting to me about dad and kept mentioning how he would probably marry some whore. Ooh. And just fully shit talking my dad to me and saying how horrible he was to her. I know she's upset, but I wish she wouldn't vent to me about the situation because I still love my dad and would rather not be involved. I tried to just switch the topic, but she doubled down. So I said, it doesn't really matter who he marries. This upset her and she accused me of not caring at all that they split and then told me I was just like him and didn't have any emotions. Ugh. At this point, I was angry with her and said I would rather be like my dad than her and could understand why dad would want to be with someone else. Damn. That's heavy as fuck. The dad having an affair, let's start there. Horrible. Never an excuse. Just leave your partner. If you're gonna have an affair, just stop. Just leave, you know? But and a big old booty butt on that. The way the mom's handling it is so over the top, it seems. I mean, divorces can be very, very messy, as I know. Not for me, I just got married a couple days ago. Just from like watching other people go through them. And, you know, you need like evidence of certain things, and you need this, and I don't even know where they are in the divorce, if they're officially divorced yet, or if they're just separated. So, I mean, the mom might be just like doubling down, trying to get evidence and all this stuff, but dragging your child into all of that, there's no excuse for that. And it's so inappropriate, and it's so not fair to the kid. You just gotta be a parent to the kid and try to sort your own shit out by yourself. I don't think you're the asshole necessarily for siding with your dad. I don't necessarily think you are siding with your dad in this situation. Like, I don't think it seems like you don't agree with him that he had an affair necessarily, but I think there's just so much animosity there that you're naturally going to be on the side of the person who's not berating you constantly. But then you also need to understand, and you're only 17 and you shouldn't have to understand this, that your mom has probably just been through some psychological horror with your father having an affair, and she's probably just going insane, as, you know, is pretty natural, but it's not right for her to be dragging you into it. So there's just so many sides to this. I think it was voted as everybody sucks, and I agree. Besides you, I don't think you suck necessarily. Everybody sucks here. Your dad for cheating, your mom for her unhinged, toxic behavior. I know you're only 17, but you're old enough to know your comments are hurtful. You'll need to do a lot of work on yourself if you ever want to break the cycle of toxic behavior you've inherited from both your parents. Yeah, I mean, I understand what they're saying. And I mean, in a heated argument, it happens. Those hurtful comments happen. And maybe it's an unfortunate wake-up call for the mom. And I mean, obviously the dad is no better in the situation. But I mean, you can get past those comments pretty quick and just be like, hey. And maybe you're gonna get some decent advice here. This comment is unhinged just for the everybody sucks here. OP is firmly not the asshole. I agree. Not the nicest thing to say to mom, but it's 100% true. Planting voice recorders everywhere in the fucking house and acting like a psychopath towards your child because your husband cheated on you. Yeah, I agree. Like, it's over the top.